Sanara nune isane no holaya grong da haya gunaramen. Amen, amen. I say to you truly, I tell you I am Isadunai, Guyana. Humans, do you know what is the very first you call the, I won't call it religion, because in the beginning there were no religion. There were Guyana. Guyana women means imaginaries. You know, imaginaries. When the world started calling me Lord, the world was imaginary. You know, the world was imaginary that could not see gods until the bushes, until the fire in the bushes. You know, and that's when also the time started from the very first mother, you call the, of all Guyana, you call the religious as Hindu, which is now it's called Buddhism, you know, which is now it's called Buddhism, because wheel of dharma is in the beginning was the Guyana, meaning the imaginary world of the sects, sects, you know, and your mother board, you call the religious, is Guyana of Hinduism. You know, Guyana of the, I call it Buddhism, because Buddhism is what you call the Maya. You know, Maya. And I am that Maya who cycles, because Maya in this end is called the sparrow. You call doves, you know, pigeons, doves. Because Maya and where I am is called sparrow, you know. And if you translate the word Maya, M-E-Y-A, into Tagalog or Filipino, it's called sparrow, you know. It's called sparrow. So, also Guyana means a cycle of Maya, you know. A cycle of Maya, which is Maya is also derived from the Messiah is derived from the word Maya, or Maya is made of Tres Marias. You know, Tres Marias women. If you understand the word Tres Marias means a three glorious. You know, a three glorious, which is all Mary. Like my mom was Mar, my sister was Mar, my aunt was Mom, and I was Maya. You know, Maat. I was Maat. So that was the time when I was a little sparrow. You know, I was a little sparrow. So when I started as little sparrow, that's when I started to cycle the life of Mayas. That's when to the Himalaya, the word Himalayas born from, you know. Himala means a miracle, you know, which is Maya, you know. And that also is the word derived from the word Arya, you know, Maya, which is only the R has been changed in there, which is, if you put the R into Maya means Maria. You know, Maria means a second, which is second means the what you call the from gods, what was Hinduism. You know, Hinduism. From Hinduism, born was you call the Christianismo. You know, Christianismo. When you see God's women, meaning Buddhism. You know, meaning Buddhism. And then from Buddhism was Because in the beginning, women, we don't call Hinduism as Hinduism, we call it Buddhism. You know, they're just one, derived from one to the other. But the worst religion in the earth is that you call the Christians, which is Muslim. You know, Muslim was the first Christianismo on the world. You know, the first Christianism in the world was Muslim. That was the time when Aisha was raped by Muhammad. And then Muhammad was the one who wrote when Michael showed him and he called him Gabriel. Or Gabriel, you know, like this, we've been mixed up. You know, which is what you call transgressed of the abode. That is not ours, you know. Because meaning of the abode also means humans or also the NEMES, you know. And that's when the word Maya derived from Hinduism. You know, Hinduism, which is the symbol of Hinduism, you see in the thumbnail, that is Messiah, women. The symbol of the Hinduism means Maya or Messiah. You know, depending on the realms, but in my records or book of life, that is called Messiah. You know, Messiah. We say it Messiah. Or say in the other heavenly spoken or in the real, it says Merja. You know, Merja. That thumbnail you have, it's called Merja. You know, Merja. Which is in Hindi, they call it Maya. But the old Hindi, they call it Merja. You know, Merja. As in Z, you know, because Z into that is Z-Y-A, Merja, you know. So the Muslim was derived from the word Maya, you know, Maya, and then written by Muhammad through his own belief, and he makes as an, you know, as an their Quran was derived from the old books of Maya, you know, old books of Maya, or what you call Merja or Messiah, you know, which is called Bible, you know. And to that, Quran is literally made from or borrowed word from the books of all doctrines. While Bible is borrowed from the world Hinduism and they read off the story from the Buddhism, you know, they read off the story of Buddhism, and then they make their own word to that, which is in my book. It is all stated, you know. All of these doctrines of the worlds, if you put them together, you will know that I am the Lord thy God, which is throughout incarnation, I am just all of that. You get it, women? I am just all of that because I'm the one who work on the earth as spirit. As a spirit, women, because I am the Anunnaki, meaning double kara. Double kara, one in heaven, one on the earth, and one and throughout the throughout everywhere and there. You know, humans, everywhere and there. Which is I don't like to say it, but that is why I don't like to say this, women, because this is the very end that I am hiding. I don't want the world to know. You know. I don't like to what is known already to me, you know, I'll just say what is already known to me. So I will just say I am here and there and everywhere, you know. I am here and there and every time. Get it, women? So the word Messiah is derived from the word Maya, and true from Maya, the word Muslim was made from the word Buddhism. You know, they are just one. But the true very first was Hindi. You know, Black American, which is Hinduism. You know, Leo Rojas. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but I say it Rojas, Rojas. That is what we look like as Red Indian, you know. That is what we look like as Red Indian in the beginning, but melanated, you know, melanated. And that's when the word Messiahs was derived from, you know, Hinduism. That thumbnail of Hinduism is called Messiahs, you know, numbers, which is, it is the time and day, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and that's it, 30. We say tres días. You know, 30 días. When you say 30 días, women, you say it 30 days, you know, 30 days. Which is, 30 days is the symbol of the serpent that is, it's always usually 40 days that it hatches, you know, 40 days. A symbol of the dead, that is, you give them 40 days. You know, you give them 40 days, which is on the 30 days, you lit a candle for them on the outside of the door. You know, and Messiahs or Hinduism is, they do this in festivals, which is really, I like to see it when I am, you know, I like to see it like in Loy Krathong or in the festivity of the 9 goddess, you know, a festivity of the 9 goddess, which is, I called you Navratri, you know, Navratri, which is Parvatri, you know. All that women, if you know, all that in the world is derived from the word Hinduism, you know. And every you hate it, you hate what I say, you believe or not, it is up to you. But your mother have a religious sect. I won't call the Indians religious because literally they are believe something they can't see, you know, which is I cannot tell more about that because it's just I cannot judge them, you know. I cannot judge them, you know, because I would just say we are believers of this. When you say women, we are believers, meaning they believe to that incarnations. They believe the incarnations, which is spirit, you know. And you, Christendom is the one who does not believe this, especially the believers of you called Jesus Christ, you know, and Muslim, which is you, Christendom and Muslim is just comes from one to the other, from Hinduism, you know, from Hinduism, which is Mary Jezebel it Baal did all this, you know, mistakenly you call her Muhammad, you know. You call her Muhammad, which is she was the spirit inside of Muhammad. You call the Kali. You get it, humans? So meaning to say, humans, not all story in the world are real. There are stories that are derived from one to the other. Once it reaches to the end point, it changes. You understand that? Once it reaches to the end point, it changes. That is why in this earth you become like a dove. You know, this who does not believe of reincarnations. Why, women, you don't believe of reincarnations? Because you are blinded of what they have been feeding you, and that is unacceptable to me. You called Holy Hakadesh.